Hello everyone. In the previous session, we have discussed some practical questions related to reissue of forfeited shares. So now in this session, we will continue with some more questions based on reissue of forfeited shares. So the question is, A Limited makes an issue of 10,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, payable as follows. On application and allotment rupees 50, on first call rupees 25, on second call rupees 25. Members holding 400 shares did not pay the second call and the shares are duly forfeited, 300 of which are reissued as fully paid up at rupees 80 per shares. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of the company. So now according to question, 10,000 equity shares has been issued and we have received the application money along with the allotment money. And the total of application and allotment money is rupees 50. So the total amount which we will receive from application and allotment money will be number of shares issued into application and allotment money. That is 10,000 into 50, which becomes 5 lakh. So the entry will be bank account debit to share application and allotment account as the application and allotment money are received. Next, we will transfer the application and allotment money to share capital account. So the entry will be share application and allotment account debit to share capital amount, and the amount will be 5 lakh and 5 lakh. Third is first call. So the first call amount is rupees 25 and the number of shares issued is 10,000. So the first call amount will be 10,000 into 25, that is 2,50,000. So the first call will be due with the amount 2,50,000 and the entry will be share first call account debit to share capital account. Next entry will be of amount receiving from first call. So the entry will be bank account debit to share first call with the amount 2,50,000. Next payment is due on second call money. So the number of shares issued is 10,000 and the second call money is rupees 25. So the total amount due on second call will be 10,000 into 25, that is 2,50,000. So the entry due on second call will be share second call account debit to share capital account with the amount 2,50,000. Now, according to question, members holding 400 shares did not pay the second call. See, the second call amount is rupees 25 and the number of shares on which the amount of second call has not been received is 400. So the total amount which has not been received on second call will be 400 into 25, that is 10,000. That means second call amount was due with the amount 2,50,000, out of which 10,000 has not been received on second call. So the amount we will receive from second call will be 2,50,000 minus 10,000, that is 2,40,000, and the entry will be bank account debit to share second call and the amount will be 2,40,000. Now it is given in the question that the members who were holding 400 shares who did not pay the second call, their shares were duly forfeited. So the entry for forfeiture will be share capital account debit to share second call account to share forfeiture account. Share capital account will be debited with the amount 40,000 as the number of shares forfeited is 400 and the called up amount is 50 plus 25 plus 25, that is 100. So 400 into 100, that is 40,000. Share second call account will be credited as the amount of second call has not been received. So the second call account will be credited with the amount 10,000 as the number of shares forfeited is 400 and the second call amount is 25. So 400 into 25 is 10,000. Share forfeiture account has been credited as the amount on application and allotment and first call has been received, and it will be credited with the amount 30,000 because application and allotment money is 50, first call money is 25. So the total is 75. So 75 into number of shares forfeited, that is 400. So 400 into 75 is 30,000. Now according to the question, out of 400 shares which have been forfeited, 300 shares has been reissued as fully paid at 80 per share, which means 300 forfeited shares has been reissued at 80 per share. That means it has been reissued at discount because the called up amount is 100 and the shares has been reissued at 80. So there is a discount of rupees 20 per share. So the entry for reissue of forfeited share will be bank account debit, share forfeiture account debit as it has been reissued at discount to share capital account. So bank account will be debited with the amount 24,000 as the number of reissued share is 300 and it has been reissued at the rate 80 per share. That means 300 into 80 which is 24,000. Share forfeiture account is debited with 6,000 as we know there is a discount of rupees 20 per share and the number of shares reissued is 300. So 300 into 20 is 6,000. To share capital account will be credited with the total amount, that is 30,000. Now at last we will transfer the credit balance remaining in share forfeiture account to capital reserve account. So the entry will be share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. And the amount which will be transferred to capital reserve account will be 16,500. We will now understand how this amount has been calculated. See, as we know, 400 shares were forfeited, out of which only 300 shares has been reissued. So one important point is only that amount of profit is transferred to capital reserve account which belong to reissued shares. In this question also, only 300 shares have been reissued. So the profit on 300 shares will be transferred to capital reserve account. So the amount will be calculated as we know, profit on forfeiture of 400 shares were 30,000. At the time of forfeiting 400 shares, the credit balance remaining to share forfeiture account was 30,000. So the profit on 400 shares were 30,000. Therefore, the profit on forfeiture of one share will be 30,000 divided by 400. So the profit on forfeiture of 300 shares will be 30,000 divided by 400 into 300. So the amount of profit will be 22,500. So this is the amount of profit on 300 shares, out of which we have compensated 6,000 on reissue of forfeited shares. So we will subtract the loss on reissue of 300 shares which were 6,000. So out of 22,500, 6,000 were compensated as the loss on reissue of forfeited shares. And the amount will be 16,500. So this amount will be transferred to capital reserve account. So we have completed the third question based on reissue of forfeited shares. In the next session, we will continue with some more questions. That's all for today. Thank you.